definitely first thing first. But the thing that they announced with this Vision OS update, which is again, I'm so glad that they are going to this direction. So yeah, let's just dive into it. So uh, when the first Vision Pro was launched, it has been much more than a year now. When the first Vision Pro first there is no second one, but the when the Vision Pro was launched and the reviews were out, when the first reactions were out, people's major concern, or major not concern, but feedback was why there is no shared experience in it, why there is no, you know, shared experience in the Clio. Clio made a video about how shared experience can be a new thing with the Vision Pro. Um, you know, where multiple people with Vision Pro is sitting on a couch can see not just a movie, but do multiple things like play games, share like a lot of things together. Have, because it's a 3D space, 3D virtual, like space in your home that you can interact with. So that is what the major thing that people talked about. We can, if we can get the shared experience, if we can get the like newer, a lot of stuff to do. There was not a lot of stuff to do with Vision Pro. You know, after a couple of months, people talked about they don't even use it that much because there is nothing much to do there. You know, there is, because the reason why people use MetaQuest that much is because first of all it is so cheap, so much better at what price it gives, but also they have been working with the developers for years now, so it is available. There are so many things that to do in the MetaQuest, but Vision Pro is also one to one with the Meta, and even better with the pass through system that people have said. But the problem is they need to work with the developers and so on. So but yeah, so the shared experience was one of the most biggest complaint, is that they wanted shared experience. So now it is there. They have announced shared experience in Vision Pro, and they have also kind of given multiple examples in it, like how you can interact with the objects both simultaneously. I think they have given only two shared experience for right now, that only two people can share I don't know more than two can happen or not, because in the keynote that there were only two people, so I think there are only two people can have a shared experience. But again, a good direction to go there, you know. uh, so they also launch new accessories in it, couple of new accessories like widgets, which is again, people love widgets. I love widgets. I think they are one of the most best thing you can ever do, like designing stuff. Like that's why widgets are really good. 3D environment widgets, like the whole clock widget that they shown, or even the wall painting widgets they shown in the keynote was so. Then there are new personas. So basically, newer personas in the sense is like new design for personas is there. Then now there is Logitech Muse. Basically, Logitech Muse is the Apple Pencil of Vision Pro. You can draw and have, basically, you can draw yourself stuff, or you know, make you Apple Pencil of it. I'm amazed by they are not doing their own stuff with it. Like they have worked with Logitech for the pencil. They have worked now the Sony VR controller, which all the way they are. But yeah, like I'm amazed by how they have not working with the, you know, pencil of their own. They are not working with their own VR controller. It's like so much so not like Apple. Like they have, I think that is also one thing, is that I think with the Vision Pro is they want to be cautious with the next product launch they do with the Vision Pro, like the what the second is going to be there, what is going to be accessories of Vision Pro. And I think they are mostly investing heavily with the next product, how they can make Vision Pro cheaper, accessible to most people. And I what I mean by cheaper, I don't think even near what MetaQuest is available right now, without like $500. I think Vision, the next Vision Quest, I believe that is going to be around $1,000. And yeah, so I think Vision Pro, the next gen Vision Pro that they are working on, I think they are ultimately investing so much stuff in the next one, and they are not going. And the accessories part, I think the Logitech Muse and Sony VR Control, that they are not even looking into that much. I think they are working with the developers, working with the people company, and I think they should, that just speed up the part of the production. But yeah, so I think they are because it is just like my, you know, speculations, because they are not doing their, that is what Apple is known for, their accessories, to their own accessories here and there. But I like, they are working with the companies like, especially with the biggest, I think will be the Logitech Muse, with writing in the air in that 3D space. You know, that is so good. So I hope they are mostly, if they are not making accessories, at least they should be working on the newer Vision Pro that we will be getting, I hope, in the fall, that is September launch. So yeah, but moving on to next is the term they talk about is makes me excited for Vision Pro, and which makes me excited for what this future, these devices that, not just Vision Pro, but with the Meta XR glasses that they talked about last year in the Meta event. Even what Snapchat is doing, you know, even Meta Quest is doing. Like, see, these spatial browsing stuff, I think we have not used, because I have not seen the examples. That is why I'm saying we have not used the newer Vision Pro, Meta Quest, their pass through at its full l- length. There are so many things that they can do, but now what Apple talked about in that keynote about spatial browsing is so good. So in the keynote they talked about spatial browsing, and they do when Vision Pro, showing us an example is when they are browsing on the internet, it's, let's say, Amazon, there is this window in front of you. You can, whenever when you are using the new Vision Pro, you can take that product out of from that window and place it in your real place. So let's say I'm buying a table, you know, and then if I want to know how that table will be looking realistically in my own place with the same measurement, I can just pick that table out from that image and put it on my own place, and table how it will be looking in your own place, you know. So you can see how the 3D space can be used in the browsing, especially home browsing, furniture, the stuff that you want to see actually in front of you. With this whole spatial browsing can be done. So I'm much more into that stuff right now. So if that browsing is there, like if there is also browsing, like this technology is not new, like it is there, like a lot of designers, architectures, you know, whenever there is designing going on, home designers, especially home decorators, they have the when they show on their, like they have their own system software where they show basically how your homes will be look with that all, with this kind of design, with this kind of POP, with this kind of furniture, with this kind of color, you know, they show it on the device. But now with this Vision Pro, you can just see and be immerse you in your own place, that how your own place is going to look like, which is again really good. That is what got me excited with the new Vision Pro, with the new, that the future of these devices is like immersiveness in the stuff, like it was already there, but just to see with your own eyes how the things are going to be turned out with their with it, with your own home. You know, there are a lot of things can be done here, like there is enterprise use, lot of enterprise use with this kind of stuff, because uh, civil work, like civil engineers can use this kind of stuff, lot of, you know, architectures can use this kind of, like, if we can make this device much more, it goes into that direction. I really want it. I want to have at least as a basic. I'm not into, I'm not civil and architecture right now, uh, but I can see the my use case as a consumer as kind of an home shopping, like browsing furniture, like to see, to put get that furniture out of the picture and just put it in front of me. It's like doing that stuff in your own place and just getting people experience with that device. It's worth it. I might, like, it's definitely worth it, you know. So I hope the next updates of not just Vision Pro, but I will be keenly looking towards MetaQuest newer updates. I will be looking towards XR glasses to what Google will be doing, because they are also getting launched. There is Meta glasses, there is Snapchat is also working on their own glasses. So I hope, I really want that to be working on, especially because that just, it just opens up the new market for the people, for for these companies, like, you know, and the whole new consumer base can be created over that. It's like a new business stuff, and also it is good for the people. Like if a kind of a business, like, you know, if you can see that product in front of me, is such a good thing to have. It's like, it's such a assurance. It's like that immersion is that you can you, and we are not even talking about the end content stuff that you can do with these devices. That is a long shot, but I'm just talking about the browsing stuff. That is what we are going to have, and they talked about that is spatial browsing. So I hope we get into much more in depth in next couple of updates of Vision Pro. Just knew the, like, we are going to have the Meta event too in next couple of months. Same where in the September month only, like, and there is a lot of like Techtober month we call it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to what Snapchat does, you know, Google, what they do with their XR glasses. So I hope we much more deep dive into that, because they are already going into right direction. Like they are definitely going towards right direction, as like share experience, want Vision Pro. They know people want a lot of basic stuff, that is also widgets, accessories, and now they should be working on a lot of content stuff too. Like they are working with the DJI Insta 360 with the newer 360-degree looks. FOV point of view with the new Vision Pro is also really good, you know. And in the last year we talk, like the last year we they partnered with the Black Magic designers with, for making, if you people want to make immersive content for like 360, not 360, like the immersive content, they talked about that only can be experienced in Vision Pro right now. They are also working with the Canon for that too. So I think that is good for the creators, but the problem is ultimately, unless and until those devices are cheaper and those devices are is affordable, at least right now, to not everyone, but at least $1,000. I'm betting on that the next Vision Pro will be there at near $1,000, and at least people can afford it. And what they can go with it is how they can make, how can be like a kind of a toy that a child plays for a couple of days and just puts around in a cupboard that he never understands, like never gets it. So, and that is what has happened to the newer Vision Pros, you know. A lot of people have gotten it, but they have just used it for a couple of times and just they have kept it. Like even MKBHD talk about that in his podcast. So the newer Vision Pro should be cheaper, definitely. And also there should be a lot of thing to do on Vision Pro, not just content. Like content is not going to help it. Like the Vision Pros are heavy. Do people not want always uh, that kind of thing, like to watch movies, series, on that stuff? People want to do a lot of stuff. If they can do it, like the work stuff, the browsing stuff, like a lot of stuff, and especially shared experience, so they can experience stuff with their own family, friends, whatever they want to do with. So they are building the categories. Like there is one share category, there is accessories categories, there is content category, and there is now browsing category that we talked about. This is the consumer category that I think Vision Pro is going towards. And then there is enterprise categories like like working in the companies, companies getting Vision Pro, like those XR devices are definitely, anyone wants to start and going into this new business should definitely look into it. If anyone makes products, definitely should be looking forward to it, because I think, I don't know about what Apple is going to do in future, but Meta has all like kind of an lean towards much lean to like they need developers. So I think people who are developers, people who are uh, what uh, making products like pencils or like lot of stuff, covers, like those are like how there are products for your phone, for tablets, there are going to be products, accessories, newer apps for those things too. Like there are so many uh, apps or imagine apps, they're like people want this kind, like there are so many videos out there, like what can be done with Vision Pro, like the cleaning one, like the games, like the F1 race. Even the F1 race was such a good idea to like let people experience racing, because what it like there is, it can just transforms. There is a lot of things to do there. Like I hope we get to that point of what I'm trying to imagine, and trying to let you understand too, like what I'm trying to imagine with these products. So yeah, it can be a lot of fun stuff with this product. There is kind of a future with this product. Now when I saw this event, like when I thought about it much more, when I thought about it, spatial browsing, that is, and then content and how it is growing up, I can see the appeal of that product. But unless and until they make it cheaper, that is, I'm even if I'm talking about cheaper device, I'm also not going towards $500 sector. Like I'm going towards 1,000, because I don't know think Apple is going to make cheaper as Meta is depend unless and until they make a newer product, that is Vision Pro Lite, something kind of in there, or Vision Pro Air, which is the smaller package or the less advanced version of Vision Pro. Or the next Vision Pro definitely should be $1,000. Or there is two things they can do is, rather than going from, like the newer one is kind of $100, I might try, or 25, like from, I think they will be also can do the ladder strategy what MKBHD talked about, like making three versions of Vision Pro, that is Vision Pro Lite, Vision Pro, or Vision Pro Ultra, where they might make multiple devices. You never know, like their Apple level ladder strategy. So yeah, so I think I have much more, I'm looking forward towards the immersive devices like this. I'm looking forward to using it. I'm looking forward to get one. Like when I first thought about this kind of stuff, I was like, oh, I got so much excited that so much things can be done. And I was like, yeah, I'm excited for this product category in next couple of months. What, let's say, Meta does, and next year I'm hoping they launch. This fall is too much for Vision Pro, but even if it's this fall, I will be happy. But I'm happy to see Vision Pro next year in the new WWDC. So yeah, let's see what happens.